Whew. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today, man, this is crazy. This is just crazy. We're at 10,000 subscribers on the channel now, which is a monumental moment in any person who's making YouTube videos. That's a huge goal to reach, and we freaking did it. And I gotta just thank you guys so freaking much. That's awesome. Thank you, all of you, every single one of you. You guys who are watching these videos, it means a lot. It means a lot. But today we got 3 hours and 50 minutes. I just started a timer. Got limited time to fish today, but we're out here trying to catch some giant smallmouth. And we're doing that because I got a smallmouth tournament coming up. The next few videos are gonna be completely all around going to the biggest smallmouth bass fishing tournament that I've ever done. There's so much on the line. There's $18,000 in cash and prizes that are up for grabs. And I'm a little nervous because like that's I've only been bass fishing for 2 years, and it's crazy to think that I'm competing for that kind of money. It's 2 tournaments stacked on top of each other. We got the regular tour event, which you could win like $5,000. There's the Power Hour hosted by Native. These tournaments are stacked on top of each other, so you're competing in both of them. So the biggest bass caught every hour, you can win $1,000. You win the biggest bass every hour, that's $8,000. So $5,000 plus $8,000. Whoever catches the biggest bass has a chance of winning a $3,700 brand new Native 12.5X fishing kayak, which would be insane. And then there's also, if you win that tournament by catching the most amount of bass in inches in total length, so you catch like 20 bass at, I'm not good at math, but you catch like 20 bass that are all in the range, and you're probably gonna win. So today we have just a little bit of time, and we're gonna come out and see if we can get on a few smallmouth, get back in the groove of catching smallmouth. And then next week I have 2 practice days before the tournament. We're gonna go out onto the Columbia River and see if we can figure out where they're at. And then we got the tournament day. And I am so excited. I'm I'm freaking out, you guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. Just if we don't win anything, I'm excited to go and make the video most of all. But obviously, if I were to win anything or get first place or do really well, has the potential to be like the coolest video I'll ever make, and I'm really excited for it. But we're gonna have a good time either way. We're gonna go out on this awesome road trip adventure out to some new place that I've never been, fishing for smallmouth with the chance of winning a bunch of money. It sounds like the best weekend ever, and I can't wait. So that's coming up, but we're gonna get right to it, you guys. We're at a lake that has some giant smallmouth. I've seen some 21 plus inchers caught in this lake multiple times, and I'm hoping to catch one of those today, because we're also in a season-long tournament where if we can get another 21-inch bass today, that would be freaking awesome. So that's the goal. That's what we're planning to do, and we're going to see if we can try out a few different lures and methods and strategies and just see if we can start getting on them. I don't know how much that'll apply to the river, but yeah, it'll be good practice either way. But yeah, we got limited time. I think we're at 3 hours and 40 minutes now and counting, so we're going to just see if we can fish under pressure and try to get on some smallies, and if we do, that'll increase our odds of winning $18,000. Sound good? All right, let's freaking do it. For starters, we're gonna get right to throwing the A-rig. This has been out of commission for a little bit, but we got my swim bait rod back in action, and we're gonna try throwing this and see if we can see some of these smallies swimming around in this spot. We got the wind blowing right to the area that I wanted to be fishing at. We're at about 10 feet of water right now. I have not caught anything on the A-rig yet, so it'd be nice to do it here. It'd be very valuable to have this lure down, have some confidence behind it for the tournament. I think it's going to be a big player. But I do have a few other things we're going to try today as well. So here we go. There are some lures I'm really confident with when it comes to smallie fishing. I know that I'm going to catch some fish on a tube. I know I'm going to catch some on a underspin. But yeah, today I want to see if we can, if I can get this lure dialed in, then we can definitely have a little confidence with it for the tournament. And I think just because it's got a lot of flash, depending on the water clarity and the wind, it could have a lot of drawing power out on the river, especially since there's a lot of water to cover on that river. It's big. If you've never been to the Columbia River, It's about a mile wide at the spot where I'm planning on fishing at, so there's a lot of spots to cover. I have just switched my line. Some of you guys have been watching the channel, watching me get into swim bait fishing and throwing some bigger things on this big swim bait rod. And I have been religiously using Invisics from Seeger. And that has turned out to not be the line to use. You can use it for throwing swim baits. I know a lot of people do, but it does require retying very frequently, and it does get damaged very easily. Sometimes it's recommended that if you're using a swim bait, you need to retie every like 6 casts, or every time you catch a fish. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, we're on a rock. Dang. I thought we were on the biggest fish in the world. Holy crap. That hit just like a fish would. Dang. I don't even know what I was saying. Anyways, yeah, so I've switched to using Abrasics. This is a top recommended line for using swim baits. And honestly, I'm going to, straight off the get-go, this is my first time casting it right now. Love it. Love it. It's not what I was expecting. I don't know. I've kind of like, I like to do straight fluorocarbon on all of my bait casters. I'm a big fan of doing that. I know a lot of people do braid to leader, but I think that using straight fluoro gives you a slight edge when fishing. In some cases, and I don't know, I've become a big fan of it. But I'll be honest, it's casting really smooth. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be not as good, and honestly, I can't even tell the difference. But yeah, we got 20-pound Abrasics on here, so this will be good for doing some swim baits. I might even try throwing one today, because catching the biggest fish in that tournament will be very valuable. You catch the biggest fish in the tournament, you win maybe $1,500 from tournament 1, which is the regular tour event, but then you can win a $3,700 kayak, brand new, if you catch it as well. So that's like, we're talking like $5,000 for catching the biggest fish. And that's its own tournament in my mind. Like if I was to go out and just throw a big old swim bait the entire day, that seems like a very valuable method for fishing. If I catch the biggest fish, that's a win to me. I almost wouldn't even care if I didn't catch anything other than just the biggest fish. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna throw the tube now. This bait caster feels like a freaking finesse setup now. The tube is one of my favorite smallmouth lures. I've caught, I think, a majority of my giant smallmouth have all been caught on a tube. It's a nice finessey bottom fishing lure. Has one of the best drops of any lure. As it drops, it does a cool spiral all the way down to the bottom. So you can get a bit on the drop a lot. And then you can fish it on the bottom really well. Just slowly dragging it. Let it stop. Bring it in a little bit. Slowly make our way out a little deeper again. We'll see if the smallies are out. So far, I'm not sure where they're at quite yet. So we just got to keep covering water until we get bit, and we can fish that spot a little bit more. But I'm thinking that they're out a little deeper still. This is where it's really nice having this fish finder. When it comes to looking for smallmouth, I've found that this fish finder has been the most helpful. You can look at what's on the bottom. You can say, oh, there's a bunch of grass there. I don't necessarily want to throw a tube down there. All right, got a nice drop off here. There might be some grass right here, but I think that's what we want. Nice drop off. See it dropping off. I'm thinking that the smallies, the big ones, might be chilling at like 20 feet. So we're gonna work our way out to that. We haven't really gotten to the 20-foot mark yet. 16 feet, 17 feet, big drop off, 18 feet, 19, 20, massive drop off right here. This could be the sweet spot, you guys. 23 feet. Gonna take a lot longer for that lure to get down to the bottom, so we gotta be a little more patient when I get down there. Also remember, they do like to bite on the drop, so be ready. All right, guys, time for the underspin. I think it's the call. All right, There we go, you guys. This will be it. I think we're gonna get on with this for sure. All right, we're moving over to the next point, you guys. It looks pretty good over here. Looks like it goes, got some much deeper water that we're in right now. We're in 36 feet of water, and we're right next to the bank here. So it's a big drop off. I'm kind of liking the look of this point right up ahead, so I'm moving my way up to that. Come on, underspin. Underspin's great because it fishes down at the bottom really well. You can let her sink. Underspin's all about fishing slow. It's a very finessey bait for down at the bottom. It's another nice wind-blown point. This one has a lot more of a drop-off next to it. I feel like this could be the ticket. The smallies just don't seem to be where they're normally at this lake in the times that I've caught them here before, so gotta switch it up. Try fishing on the drop off here a little bit more. Scoot it forward just a little bit. You can see on the chart there that it just kind of drops off pretty fast right here. All right, well, we threw the underspin find quite a few times over here. Let's go ahead and switch over back to that tube. We'll just throw it way out there. We're in a really good spot right now, you guys. This looks good. Very rocky point. There's an old saying that if you want to find smallmouth, find the rocks. Find the rocks, you find the smallmouth. They just love them. They can't get enough of those rocks. Got something. Oh yeah, that's a smallie. Woohoo, it's a big one. No.
Oh, nice.
Heck yeah. Oh man, yes. Yeah, big one.
What'd you get him on?
Tube.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Oh, yes. Here we go, guys. We freaking found him. Heck yeah. Not going to cull for the tournament, but we'll see how big it is just so we can be good at guessing the length of a fish. 19. 19. Alrighty, guys, a freaking smallmouth on the tube. Back you go, bud. Whew. Dang, didn't know it was gonna be that big. He started fighting right there at the end. Ooh, I haven't got a fish in a while. That was awesome. Whew, got the shakes. It's good. It's so good. Whew. Alrighty, guys. Awesome day. Only caught one fish, but it was a 19-inch smallmouth, and you can't be sad about that. I really just wanted to come out here and catch a smallmouth, and I did. It was a big one, and I did it on a lure that I was feeling confident on, so that's good. Reestablishes my confidence in that lure for the tournament. And but yeah, the next few videos, I think I'm gonna make each of the pre-fishing days. I think I'm gonna have them each be their own video. Because it's going to be a pretty wild adventure, getting all the way down to this road tripping out to this spot that's so far away from my house, onto a brand new body of water with some smallies they can get up to apparently 23 inches. That's the biggest that was caught last year in this tournament, and it was caught on a big old glide bait. So I don't know. Pretty excited. The idea of catching a 23-inch smallmouth or anything bigger than the ones I've already caught is a crazy thought. But that's what's coming up next, you guys. We're going to go out and compete for $18,000, including the price of a $3,700 brand new native Titan 12.5X. Crazy. That's crazy. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Stay tuned. We're going to go freaking catch some giant fish here in a few days and hopefully win a bunch of money. I'll see you on the next one, you guys.